The following program is a paid commercial program. Views expressed belong to its participants and are not necessarily those of the management and staff of News Channel 11.
Hello, come on in. Let's cook together. Today, my food for thought is yeast bread. And I'm going to tell you a few things about what you can do with just one simple, basic recipe. So we're going to start with our wet ingredients first, which I'm using warm milk, and I'm going to pour this into my bowl. Now, next will be my sugar, and this sugar, there's 2 cups of milk, 2 tablespoons of sugar. You can use any kind. You can even use Splenda if you like. 3 teaspoons of yeast. Now, this is going into my warm milk. I'm also going to put a half a stick of butter, which is 1/4 cup of butter. If you don't have a stick of butter, then you can measure with a measuring cup. Now, my yeast needs to bubble. So we're going to go ahead like it's already bubbling, because I've got some dough ready here in a minute that I'm going to show you. Now, I've got 6 cups of flour, and in the bottom of my flour, I have my teaspoon of salt. As you see, I have it here in my little bowl. Salt kills yeast, so it should always be on the top of your flour. So we're going to get this ingredient in there and set this to the side. Okay, here we go. Now, folks, come visit me on Facebook while I'm wrestling with this little mixer. Use your dough hook. Now, something else too, don't fret. When we go to mixing this up and it seems a little dry, you can always add a little liquid to it if you need to, or if it's a little wet, add your little flour. So I'm going to let that mix, and we're going to go on to my dough that I have already prepared here. Just remember, it doesn't matter about this dough. You know, it's you can spread you out a little flour, and I have my dough here, and you can see the texture on it. You can be doing whatever that you want to do. You can walk off. It needs to knead at least 10 minutes. This is a shortcut. This dough is a shortcut that you don't have to stand, punch down, pinch, stand, and punch down. Now, I've got a little dough cutter here, but you can pinch it with your hands, and I roll mine up like a little mini loaf. And I just put it in a loaf pan like this, and I'm going to set it right here. I'm also going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to show you that you can just take and pinch your roll. Now, something else, the girls here at the deli, they feel like, oh, them's the ugliest rolls. Well, it doesn't matter what it looks like, because when it proofs, it's going to poof up, and it will look beautiful. Then you're going to rub your little butter on it. And real butter, now folks, real butter. Now, on this recipe, it's a basic recipe, and I will put it on my Facebook for you all. But I do want you to come see me here at the deli, because I have homemade breads every day of the week, Tuesday through Saturday. But you can make pumpkin bread, you can make regular yeast bread, I'll even make monkey bread. What you do is you cut back a little bit on the liquid and add the difference in the ingredients, and then that way it will turn out perfect, as you can see. But if you've got questions about any kind of dough or bread, just call me or send me an email or write me on Facebook, because I'd love to hear from you. But I'd really love for you to come see me at the deli, because we have all kinds of goodies here. While I'm placing these rolls on the pan, just remember they need to proof, which would be double in size, and then they need to go in your oven at 325 degrees for about 20-25 minutes. While we're talking about rolls, let's talk about pumpkin rolls. You can take a cup of pumpkin in the place of a cup of milk and add this to your rolls, and it will come out perfect. I'm going to cut this. You can do this with any kind of bread. See how it looks? And the holidays is coming up. So that's why I have made some pumpkin bread today, so that you'll know that we'll be having all kinds of holiday bread here too. And I'm just standing here pinching this bread like I have nothing else to do this day, but we're so happy that, that you're checking in on us on Facebook, and I just hope that I get to see you soon. Well, folks, that train's going to be leaving me here shortly, so I've got to get out there and get on it. Bye.